Hey everyone, how's it going? Aaron Rift here from NoDQ.com. Welcome to NoDQ's predictions video for WWE TLC 2017. I am being joined by the NoDQ panel. First, we have the NoDQ Wrestling Trivia Champion, good old JM, Jeff Meacham, complete with the championship belt. How's it going today, Jeff?
It is going good, brother. Reigning two-time champion. We got a pay-per-view Sunday. All is well in Jeff's land.
Awesome. We are also being joined by future women's champion, the lovely Jexy. How's it going, Jexy?
Hey, yo, it's good. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You're part of the team now, and you got the NoDQ.com shirt coming. Hopefully you'll pimp that out at some of the wrestling events there in Ohio. And we also
Spread the word, girl. Spread the word.
We also have a special guest here. Unfortunately, Virtue could not make it tonight, but we were able to get a replacement. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NoDQ panel. Louis B. Finkelstein. How's it going, Louis?
At your service, Aaron Rift, and it's about 5 in the morning over here in Shambhala. What have you been doing all night on Skype where you had to wake me up this early to fill in for Virtue? Let's get this prediction show. What is it? TLB?
TLC.
What's the
yes.
show?
TLC.
TLC. What does that stand
Tomato,
for?
lettuce, bacon.
Tender loving care.
Well, whatever. Let's do it. I know my WWE wrestlers. Let's do this.
All right, let's do it then. So, we actually have a full card. Believe it or not, WWE did announce a full card on Monday Night Raw, including a kickoff match. So we can talk about all 7 matches. Wait, what did they do for Hell in a Cell? Didn't they change something at the last minute on us?
They added one more kickoff match after the fact.
And they added Ty Dillinger to make it a triple threat. So we might get another swerve. Yes. They might add something to this card. But we have 7 matches. We have the kickoff match, which is Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox. On Raw this week, we had Sasha defeat Alicia, and then backstage, Alicia attacked Sasha to set up this rematch for the kickoff show. They did do a botch on Raw because Alicia cut a promo where she talked about how she still hasn't gotten her shirt yet, even though she has gotten her shirt. She has her new Alicia Fox t-shirt, which I believe was announced a week ago before Raw. So that was a little bit of a botch by WWE.
Maybe.
Yeah. But what do you mean maybe? She has the shirt.
Maybe Alicia Fox is still crazy enough to think she doesn't have a shirt yet. Maybe she's still lost in her head, doesn't realize it.
Actually, I like that. If she, every week on television, she says, "Where's my shirt?" And like everyone's, "You got your shirt already." I like that. Jeff is.
Yep.
Jeff
I would totally play it up. Like, I would even throw in the promo for the shirt right next to her. She's cutting the promo just to make it look even more It's crazy.
All right. Well, I think since Sasha won the first match, Alicia should win this match. Although maybe she'll lose and just go even more crazy. Jexy, let's start with you since it's one of 2 women's matches on this show. What do you think about this match, and who would you go with to win this one?
I think there's 3.
There is. Oscar match.
Yeah, you're right. 3 women's matches on a 7-match card.
And 2 cruiserweight matches. Holy cow.
This is an interesting pay-per-view.
Tables, ladders, chicks.
I like it.
Wow. Tables, ladders, cruiserweights? There you go. That's it.
I'm going to go with Fox. I'm going to say that, but I don't think she's going to win clean. I think she's either going to disqualify, but I don't see it ending clean.
What do you think, Jeff?
I agree with Jexy that it's not going to be a clean finish, but I think Alicia Fox is going to win. Remember, Sasha's beat her twice now in consecutive weeks, so 50-50 booking, not even 50-50, more like 33 1/3 booking. We'll give Alicia Fox the win on Sunday. All Louis, what about you,
first of all, what happened to Nia Jax? I really like that girl. Why is she not on this card?
According to the news I saw as I was leaving hockey practice tonight, it's going to be, as she's been granted a leave of absence from the company, but take that for what it's worth. It's online.
Finally, I get behind a woman in Nia, and she's gone. I'm ticked, so I don't really care. I'm going to pick Sasha Banks. Sasha's going to win again because she's the boss, and she's Snoop Dogg's cousin.
So are you just trying to be cool by going against what we picked?
No, I'm just saying I would have picked Nia, but she's not facing Nia Jax because she's not even there. So
well, maybe
Sasha
she'll
Banks.
come out and destroy both of them. How about that?
I hope.
You hope. Well, we'll see. I'm guessing it's not going to happen on the kickoff, but stranger things have happened. Let's just put it that way. All right, so let's move on here to the main card. We have the first of, as Jex mentioned earlier, 2 cruiserweight matches. We have Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick facing Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann. Jeff, what's wrong?
The Brian Kendrick and gentleman Jack Gallagher.
Well, excuse me.
You should be excused. You're right.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann win on Raw already?
I think it was kind of just a big schmoz at the end of the whole thing. I think is what
I heard the announcer say the winners, Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann.
But that would mean 2 heels prediction right in a row here. That ain't going to happen.
Yeah, I think the heels are going to win this one. Lewis, let's start with you. What do you think, pal?
Who's in this match again? You said a bunch of names, and I'm trying to sort them all out. Like, I know who the wrestlers are, but what are the teams?
That's a mouthful to say all those names. I have to say Gentleman Jack Gallagher and the Brian Kendrick against Cedric the Entertainer Alexander
Swan's
and Rich,
the guy that dances,
whatever
right?
his song's phrase is, Swann.
Yeah, Swan's the guy that dances, and Alexander flips and flies. I'm going with Gallagher and the Brian Kendrick, or the Brian Kendrick. I like Spanky. So they're going to win clean. They're going to win clean. I don't know what their finishers are going to be, or how they're going to finish the match, but they're going to win by pinfall.
Aaron, do you remember the first time we saw Spanky live?
No.
Cole Cabana at PWG, 1-on-1.
When was this?
This was like late 2003, 2004, something like that.
You don't know the exact date?
I don't, off the top of my head, I don't.
But the trivia expert.
It does extend to PWG. I've been to PWG show in almost 10 years. Leave me alone.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up Spanky. Sorry.
It's okay. Just throwing it out there.
All right, well, Jeff, your prediction.
The heels are going to win. I like you said, Aaron, the babyfaces won on Monday, and I'm not saying it's 50-50. I just think that, Gallagher and Kendrick need the rub a little bit more than the babyfaces do, only because they're trying to get these guys established as a threat to the rest of the cruiserweight division, besides Enzo Amore, of course. So I think we're going to see Gallagher and Kendrick win. Jax, what do you think?
I think both teams have a lot of potential to grow together to be, main contenders. But I'm going to have to give it to Gentleman Jack and Brian Kendrick, who I really do like as a team. I've been a fan of Jack for a long time, since he was coming up with Pete Dunne over in the UK. So I like him a lot.
She studies. I like that. That's good.
So we're unanimous. Now, Jex, I wanted to ask you a question. Do you prefer Jack with the outfit on for his matches, or do you think he should go back to the tights?
I like the way he looks now.
I think it's different for him to wrestle in the suit. It must be, a pain in the neck, to sweat more in the suit, but at least it's something different. Like IRS, he'd wear the tax outfit with the suspenders and the tie, and it was something different.
You'd be surprised at WWE's fashion team, if you will, can pull off as far as making things more breathable.
Yeah, but I like it. I definitely agree. I like the fact that he's wearing the outfit now, because it's all about having the character and standing out, and I think he does stand out with that suit. I mean, he definitely looks very proper in it. That's for sure.
I love they turned him heel. That is so awesome for him. He's actually getting somewhere now.
Yeah, so should be an entertaining match. If these guys are given, a good 15, 20 minutes, should be a very solid match. And I think we're all...
They won't get 15, 20 minutes.
Well, Aaron's giving this match 15 or 20 minutes right now.
Well, sorry. We'll move on. Next match, the second women's match. I still find it interesting that we have... Well, we actually technically have 4 if you want to include Sister Abigail as a female character. But we'll talk about Asuka versus Emma.
You're fired for that. You're terrible.
Asuka versus Emma. I think this one's pretty obvious. I think Asuka will have the victory here, but it should be a very entertaining beatdown of Emma. Jeff, what do you think about this one?
I couldn't agree more. I think Emma's going to be, much like she was served up to Asuka in NXT, repeated the same. I think if Asuka were to do anything but completely dominate this match, it would be a hindrance to her ascent on Monday Night Raw. So Asuka wins in almost a squash, but not quite.
All right, Jex, what do you think?
Oh, I was going to have Lewis, Jex go last.
No, let's save Lewis for last.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be very, very surprised to see if it wasn't, like Jeff said, close to a squash match, because Emma, and I really shouldn't say this, but she's terrible.
There you go.
But Asuka is amazing. I'm a huge fan of her, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing her grow on the main roster and rise up, for sure.
Jax, would you agree that Emma's character is terrible, but the wrestler is still very, very solid?
She's not quite agreeing with you.
That's okay. That's okay. That's all right.
I mean, last time I remembered Emma, she was popping invisible bubbles. So this is where you all want me to say Emma's going to win, but this match is going to be 1 minute. Asuka. Right. So I can't go against the grain just to go against the grain because it's Emma. So Asuka wins in 1 minute.
All right. Well, we're all unanimous on almost
on 2 matches so far.
2 matches and almost unanimous. You know, Lewis had to go against the grain for the kickoff, but whatever. All right, Lewis. So you go ahead and you do the introduction since I've been doing them for all the matches. Since this match is a match nobody really is that excited about, maybe you should be the one to tell us about it. Finn Balor, a.k.a. The Demon, versus Bray Wyatt, a.k.a. Sister Abigail. Tell us about this match.
Well, first of all, I'd rather see Demon Finn than Fonzie Finn coming out going, hey. Okay? So I'm happy about that. Now, with Bray, look, Bray Wyatt, I'm waiting for him one day to go out on Raw and break character and break the fourth wall and say, I'm Bray Wyatt. He doesn't have to say he's William Rotunda, but just I'm Bray Wyatt and stop all this nonsense. Look, I get The Undertaker had power in the urn, right, with Paul Bearer, and it worked in the mid-'90s. But this Bray Wyatt thing, I'm sorry, it just doesn't work. To me, Sister Abigail should have been a female wrestler. And maybe the long-term plan is it will be, but I highly doubt it at this point. Bray's coming out in drag, and it's going to be ugly. It's a massacre. So I'm going to go, God, I don't even know who I want to pick, quite honestly, because I don't care.
I know.
So,
I feel you, man.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Catch a Wyatt by his toe.
Ray never wins on a pay-per-view, so I'm picking Finn
Catch
Balor.
a drag queen by the toe?
I'm picking Finn Balor. Demon Finn, yes. Okay. Feud over after that.
All right, Jeff, so your pick. Are you going with the pumpkin or are you going with Chewbacca?
Damn. Jeez. I don't even know how to call this because if Bray doesn't shave, it's going to be ugly in and of itself. It's really a coin toss because does anyone really care at this point? I will go with the Demon, Finn Balor.
My friend RJ cares.
Good for RJ.
He's a huge Finn Balor fan, so I'm sure he cares.
Well, that makes. Well, I mean, I'm a fan of Finn Balor too. I'm not a fan of this feud. This feud is ridiculous.
But I picked him.
Well, Jexy, what do you think? Do you think that this feud has really hurt Finn Balor, and what do you think should be done with Finn moving forward after this? And of course, your prediction.
I don't think that it's hurt him because it's giving him TV time, and it's allowing him to develop his character. And again, it keeps him fresh because he's constantly doing something. Sister Abigail, do we really know that much about her?
No, we don't. Maybe that's
we only know what Bray has told us, which is
maybe
scary.
Maybe we know too much.
Can I change my pick?
You're changing your pick now, okay?
Yeah, I really think that this match will be a no contest. That's what I'm going with because I don't like Finn Balor, so I don't want to pick him. So I'm going to say Sister Abigail drags Demon Finn away, and it's like a double count out or a no contest. That's what I'm going with. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Jexy. I know you got to get your pick in.
No, that's quite all right. I'm actually going to go with Sister Abigail because I think that they're going to try to develop that character because maybe Bray is a little bit stale as far as being Bray Wyatt. And if they do decide to continue this feud on, it will develop more for Sister Abigail. But Finn Balor moving forward, he has so much potential. He could really do anything. Ideally, I would love to see him versus Shinsuke.
Ooh, that's interesting. Now, go ahead, Jeff.
Go ahead. No, I was going to say, he should be Universal Champion. He just got hurt. So, he should be back in that picture.
I was thinking they were going to do that for Survivor Series, even though a lot of people don't think Balor has a chance in hell. I think Balor, as a character, has more credibility than Jinder Mahal, but that's just my opinion.
It's not saying much, so.
Yeah. Now, Jeff, you went with Finn, right?
I did.
I think I'm going to agree with you, only because I don't think the Demon's going to lose. When has the Demon ever lost, by the way?
That's why I said no contest.
Very rare. Honestly, the problem with what Jexy says is that if Sister Abigail goes stale, she's a stale woman with a beard. It's even creepier. So it's just funky. The whole thing is just weird. So I don't know. The whole thing is just very bizarre.
Well, initially, I was going to pick Sister Abigail, but then on Raw, when Finn said he's going to be the Demon, I'm like, well, wait a minute, the Demon never loses, so maybe I have to change my pick. And I wonder if something's going on with Bray because he's been off Raw the past few weeks. I know. Well,
it's funny. Both Bray and Bo have been off TV
Bo
the last few weeks.
Bo is apparently sick, but Bray, we don't know why he's not on television.
Bray was gone, Bo was gone, and now JoJo was gone. She's kind of in the Rotunda mix too. So
Barry Windham ain't doing it. He's okay, right?
You're right, Jeff.
Barry doing
you're
okay.
Right. JoJo was not on Raw, so something's going on here. So I wonder if because of that, I think Balor's going to win, just because I sense something's going on with Bray.
There's something going on in that family tree that we don't know about, I think.
Yeah, unless
and not just kayfabe, I mean legitimately.
Unless, like Jexy said, WWE really wants to try to do something with this character, in which case Sister Abigail should definitely win. To build up that character. And
it's probably called court. It's probably called court for infidelity.
Damn. Make your pick, Riff, once and for all.
I'm going with Demon as my first pick, but
okay.
I just don't know if Sister Abigail. I think it might have some potential because I kind of like the whole Norman Bates aspect to it, and maybe doing that split personality. It's something different for Bray. So in a way, I would kind of like to see how it plays out, but at the same time, I don't know. So far, I don't know. I really don't know on this one, but I will go with Demon as my pick.
I really hope at least he follows Anthony Perkins' lead and shaves that beard if he's going to play Sister Abigail full time. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, we'll see. I have no idea. Anyways, next up we have the Cruiserweight Championship match. Mr. Good Lucha Things himself, Kalisto, on his quest to become the new Cruiserweight Champion, according to him on Raw, versus Enzo Amore. I think Enzo's winning it back. He's the star of the division. I think Kalisto won it just as a way to, build up the fact that they need a new guy with Neville being gone, and it was Eddie Guerrero's birthday, so you got to do something in tribute for Eddie. It was a nice touch, a nice gesture, but I think Enzo's going to win it back. Mr. Finkelstein, your prediction?
That's a no-brainer. Enzo's going to win it back because if I read correctly, Aaron, hasn't Enzo been in the doghouse and all of a sudden now he's a star of the Cruiserweight division? That's classic Vince McMahon, using something that's drawing attention to their benefit. And, if Neville left for various reasons, it's definitely going back on Enzo Amore.
All right.
Well, I know for sure your constant retweeter Virtue is big on Enzo, Lewis. So, it didn't surprise me you're falling in line with Virtue.
Yeah, I follow Virtue. I saw, yeah.
I will say, I agree with you that Enzo's going to win it back. I just wish he would just implode and go away. But he is going to win the title back because, like you guys said, he is the star of the division. There's no more Neville. There's not going to be, any big major star, at least right away, for the Cruiserweight division. So they need that he's not a mega star, but a star power to carry the division. It's going to be Enzo Amore. Jexy, what do you think?
Now, before you start, Jexy, Jeff, what's Enzo's main best trait? I'm just bringing this up because this is what this is about. What's his main trait that gets him over? Come on, this is easy.
When he cuts his first promo when he walks in. That's
his mouth, right? He talks. What do? And it gets you over. So why do you not like Enzo?
I don't know.
The mouth works. That's all I'm saying. I'm putting you over.
Hair.
Yeah, his hair bucks. Thank you, Jax. His hair bucks. There we go. I like that.
Right, sorry.
I have no hair and I'm jealous, okay? I'm jealous.
I had to mention that. Okay.
I appreciate that. There you go, Jaxie. Thank you.
All right, Jexy, your pick.
Please save us.
When we had discussed this, I think a little bit on Twitter, somebody had asked us who we would like to see come in to the Cruiserweight. And the one person I didn't say was Kalisto, even though that was the first person that came to mind when we were talking about defeating Neville for the championship. Right. I like him. I think he has a lot of potential. And I would like to see them further the feud. And I want to see it stay on Kalisto, but I think Enzo will take it.
All right, so we're all unanimous then. We're all picking Enzo to regain the Cruiserweight Championship. Who were we talking about to beat Enzo before Kalisto won it? I think somebody said Rey Mysterio should come back and beat him.
I was in the discussion, but you know what? Stranger things have happened. So
yeah, that would have been interesting. But yeah, I think Enzo's going to get it back. And, it looks like we were talking about this earlier. They're building up Cedric. He seems to be gaining some momentum. So Enzo can feud with Cedric. and there's other people for him to face besides Kalisto. I'm thinking it's going to be Enzo. So, we'll see what happens.
Well, what's lame is they had this whole big thing about the entire division against Enzo, and they threw it all away Monday night.
Yeah, because pretty much all the heel cruiserweights are now aligned with Enzo.
Stupid. So stupid.
Yeah, well, that's WWE for you. They got to do something.
I'm not saying it's not.
They got to do something with the storyline, so that's what they did. Whatever. All right, let's move on here to the Women's Championship match. Alexa Bliss defending against Mickie James. Mickie James did pick up some momentum on Raw by defeating, she pinned Alexa Bliss in a tag team match. Now, Jexy, let's start with you. You'll be under the gun here. Do you think Mickie James will win the title, or do you think it's going to stay with Alexa?
I think it's going to stay with Alexa. I could see where they'd want to play that the old lady or whatever comes back, because she's tenured and she's been around for so long. And Mickie James can go. She's really good. But I think it would take away from the steam that Alexa's had for so long.
Agreed.
Hey, Alexa.
And I think Alexa gets more heat by beating the legend. It's all about getting the heat on the legend, just like Randy Orton used to do, being the legend killer. So I think if Alexa, beats the legend and makes fun of her, I think that makes her stronger. And I think that's, ultimately that's why Mickey's there, to help put over the younger women. So yeah, I think Alexa definitely picks up the win here. Jeff, what do you think?
First of all, let me just say that depicting Mickie James as an old lady is a crock of crap, because she's not old. Like, what's funny is she was really, really young when she started. So was Trish. So was Tammy Sitch. The thing is, they seem older now because they were on TV so long 20 years ago, or even 15 years ago for Trish. So it's like they were around so long, they seem older. Trish is the youngest Hall of Fame inductee, I think, ever, besides Beth Phoenix.
Right.
So, and even Beth Phoenix, she's like, a pioneer. She retired less than 5 years ago, and she's a pioneer. She's like this old, she's 10 years. Like, they're not old. Yeah. The problem is Alexa is still little, this little baby as far as the women's wrestling goes, that everybody else seems older than her because they are. Now, having said that, Alexa's going to retain because, like Aaron said, they need to build the heat off somebody beating these legends, and it might as well be the big rising star on Raw in the women's division. That's Alexa Bliss for sure.
All right, Finkelstein.
New Raw Women's Champion, Mickie James, because there's always a feel-good moment. There's always a feel-good moment, and I'm feeling good about this moment for Mickie James. And it might be a short reign. She might lose it back on Raw the night after. But for TLC, tables, ladders, and chicks, I'm going with nostalgia. Again, yeah, Mickey's not old by any means. She's going to win with her finisher, a couple Mick kicks. Sorry, Bliss.
Okay, here's a quick question. When did the title last change hands, Jeff? You know this stuff. When did Alexa?
When Alexa beat Bailey, way earlier in the year.
So she's had it for a while now.
She has indeed.
When did Sasha win it? Didn't Sasha win it recently?
Sasha won. Oh, that's right. No, that's right. Sasha did win it.
They lost it on Raw.
Lost it on Raw back to Alexa. So Alexa's been champion a good portion of this year, but Sasha had a brief little blip with it.
Yeah, I'm forgetting when it was.
Yeah, it was recently. It was only like an 8-day reign or whatever. It was very quick.
I don't think we're getting a title change. I'm going to go with Alexa to retain here, especially coming off of the finish on Raw. Right. It's just, that usual pattern where the person that wins on the go-home show ends up losing. So I'm just going to go with that as a safe pick. But Finkelstein, he likes to live in the fast lane and go with something different.
Honestly, I hope Lewis is right. I really do, because I love Mickie James. Despite her husband blocking me on Twitter for no good reason, I love Mickie James. So
it would be cool. It would be a cool moment to see her get one more reign with the championship. After
it would be
after they did the Piggy James thing and making fun of her for being old.
If she wins, she ties my girl, which sucks because Trish is the only 7-time women's champion. It would bother me if they tied Trish. So
right, all right.
I'm on the fence there with my desire for her to win.
All right. So now we got the main event, and I hate to say it, but this is almost like a one-match pay-per-view. This is the match that's really going to carry the show, make or break the show, I think. I think it's going to go pretty long. I could see this match maybe going 30 to 40 minutes. We have a TLC match, which, by the way, is the only match that has tables, ladders, or chairs. There's no table match, no ladder match, no chairs match, no stairs match. It's just a straight-up one match with the TLC gimmick, although no championships on the line, so I'm not sure. I was told by a lot of people that the announcers did not say how this match ends. I'm assuming it's just going to be first team to score a pinfall or submission wins, because there's no championship to grab.
Right.
So I'm assuming.
Good point.
Did they say anything on Raw? I was told no.
Nope.
Nothing.
They did not.
So we're going into this match not knowing exactly how it's supposed to end here. We have the Shield, the reunited Shield. On Raw, they came out with their old gear. Shield back in full force. Crowd did pop for all three guys, but when Roman came out by himself, there was like 80% boos again. So, it's only going to work so much for him.
It's not working, brother. It ain't working.
Yeah. Shield is facing not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 people. The Miz, The Bar, Braun Strowman, and the returning Kane. That's right, Kane. The man known as Glenn Jacobs is back. Not sure how long.
No. Glenn Jacobs is running for mayor of Knox County, Tennessee. The big red demon Kane is back.
Yes. But
different people. Totally different people.
You're right, Jeff. Kane is back, maybe forever. Who knows? Kane might never go away. Kane is a little out of shape, I think.
Oh.
Makes me think this was possibly done at the last minute. But I
Wouldn't surprise me.
I thought it was a really cool moment to see him back. I was there in Portland for the show. The crowd went nuts for his comeback. They were chanting, "Thank you, Kane." And it was fun. It was a fun way to end the show. And I'm assuming he's there to take the fall, though, if it's a pinfall and submission match. But I'll get your guys' opinion on this. Like I said, I think it's going to go 30, 40 minutes. Should be a really good match. Jexy, let's start with you. Your thoughts on the match. Who do you think is going to win? And what do you think about Kane being back?
It's always cool to see Kane. I grew up with him, watching him, so it's always cool to see him around. Looking at it from the outside, one would say, 5 versus 3, it's obviously going to be, Miz and, Strowman and Kane, Cesaro. I don't think so. I think, like you said when we started this, that either they're going to bring in another person to add to the Shield, or like we were just discussing going into the question, the way that the finish is going to be for the match.
Right.
Is going to determine something. But for me, looking at it, Strowman, I see as being by himself. He doesn't really have like an ally in the game.
Yep.
And I could see him and Kane kind of as like the two, big guys maybe kind of getting into it a little bit.
Interesting.
And either one takes the other out. And, but I do not see, and I think Miz is going to be tremendous in this match too.
Yes.
Let me just take that out there. But I'm going to give it to the Shield.
All right. Well, I am agreeing with you. I think the Shield will win despite the odds. Somebody suggested maybe Joe comes back on the show, but there's a swerve and Joe is actually helping the Shield as a babyface, coming back as a babyface. Jeff, what do you think about that possible idea?
I've heard a couple things. I've heard that Joe is going to come back and help the Shield and, help them win. I saw one on Twitter. I think it was this morning when I first got up before my day started, actually, that The Undertaker was going to come back at some point and team with Kane to face the Shield. And we had that on SmackDown like 4 years ago.
Yep.
Them and Bryan beat the Shield, lost to the Shield outright. So that's not going to happen. I'd like to see Joe back, but if they're going to bring Joe back, they should have brought him back Monday night to be the 5th guy, then turn on Miz's team. That would have been the way to go, I think. The Shield's going to win this match outright. If it's elimination style, it'll be down to the wire. But if it's just a straight-up 5-on-3, one-fall match, the Shield will win this match. And I think you're right on the money there. Cesaro and Sheamus can't afford a fall, nor can Braun Strowman. It's either going to be the Miz or Kane taking the fall.
Yeah, I could see Miz possibly taking the fall in this too. If they want to stretch it out and do like a Roman Reigns versus Kane singles match, then it would make more sense for Miz to take the fall in the match.
I would say Miz take the fall and Cesaro and Sheamus be peeved at him and start something there.
Oh, there you go. That's another way it can go. So there's a lot of different ways this can go. Let's see
Lots of threads can be pulled.
Let's see what our good buddy Finkelstein thinks. Finkelstein, do you think it's going to be a 4.5-star match or 4 3/4-star match?
What?
Well, first of all, the only people that should rate matches are people that have actually been in the ring and wrestled and have been trained. I won't even rate a match. Now, with that said, think about this logically. It's 5 on 3.
Boy.
Okay? It's 5 on 3. That's designed for a reason. So, therefore, it should not be an elimination match because that's what Survivor Series typically is. So, I'm going to say it will be a one-fall match. And because they made it 5 on 3, I think they clearly want Miz and Strowman and that team to go over, which will kind of protect the Shield. Plus, Ambrose is in the match, and he can take the get pinned. So I'm going Miz. Miz is going to have a trick up his sleeve. I don't know if Taker will show up. I don't know if Joe will show up, or anybody else for that matter. But I just the 5 on 3, the chance that it should be one fall. I am going Shield loses so they can make Survivor Series all about the Shield win. That's just my opinion. So I'm going Miz, Strowman, and the Bar, and who else have they got? Kane.
That's an interesting pick. I mean, I don't think the Shield's losing their first match back, but if the Shield reunion is continuing past TLC, then you could make an argument for that, for the Shield losing and then getting their revenge on another pay-per-view and milk it for one more pay-per-view. Because what are they going to do with Reigns for Survivor Series? You know, they're trying to build him up for WrestleMania. That seems to be the obvious direction. So why not milk this Shield thing for another month or two? And having the Shield win, I mean, where do you go from there when they beat 5 guys? So
yeah, it's funny.
Honest here.
I hate to say it, Finkelstein makes a decent point.
He does.
Just say Strowman takes out Reigns and the Bar take out Rollins. That leaves the Miz to do, what's his finisher? The mic check, or was that Kennedy?
Mic check was Kennedy. Skull Crusher finale.
Yes, right on Ambrose in the middle of the ring, and the Miz finally, once and for all, is in the middle of the ring with the spotlight on him, victorious. Come on, somebody.
Miz deserves a good moment, but I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't know if I read it somewhere on the way home or whatever. I read that they're going to break up the Shield close to Mania and have Ambrose turn heel and be against Rollins at Mania. So I like that. However, it can't happen Sunday because it'd be completely blow everything they've done the last 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, I think the safe pick is the Shield, but I mean, Finkelstein definitely. Is it Finkelstein or Finkelstein? Stein.
Like Frankenstein.
Yeah, I think I said Finkelstein a couple of times. My apologies, Mr. Finkelstein.
And I celebrate Hanukkah.
Well, good for you.
Shalom.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, guys. So that'll do it
Yom
for
Kippur?
our thoughts. Oh, what do you want to tell them?
It was okay.
It was okay. All right.
Yeah, it was okay. It's not my. It's what it is. It's probably the equivalent of like your. For like meaning. I don't know, Easter for you guys. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, you guys can't anything good over Yom Kippur, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. So,
yeah.
Anyway.
All right, let's wrap this bad boy up.
What just happened? Anyway.
I have no idea. At least we saved that for the end of the video.
That's it.
I would like all the Jewish fans leave comments because we're all together. We're all one big family. Everybody.
Goldberg's gonna find where you are and kick your ass. Family.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I say Goldberg's going to find him and kick his ass.
He is. Seriously, right?
What?
Billy Boy's coming for you.
What, was Goldberg Jewish?
Yes.
Well, why would he kick my butt? I'm Jewish too.
Because he doesn't like your hat?
I don't wear the other thing. Sorry. That's on the shirt.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Finkelstein, you'll get your plug in a minute. Let Jexy get her plugs out. Jex, anything you would like to plug?
Sure, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at JexyRocks.
And you actually have a WWE 2K18 championship belt that somebody made for you. That was really cool.
I saw that. That was really cool. Good job, Patrick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, Jexy,
at
got
10 Torches on Twitter. Check it out. It's pretty cool.
Say it again because I think I missed it.
At 10 Torches, I believe the guy's name is.
Yes, that's Patrick, and I'm sure Jexy retweeted it. I retweeted it too. Very cool.
I retweeted it, I think, too. So, yeah, it was really cool.
Hopefully we'll get him because, I'm not getting the Switch version anytime soon because they have no release date for the Switch version.
I know, right?
So I'm hoping, Patrick or a couple other people will make all the CAW characters. We can have like a fatal 4-way steel cage match with the 4 of us. Somebody could book that match.
Video games. Come on, people. Grow up.
Yeah, I think Finkelstein would be the first one eliminated, but I don't
That's
know
right.
what his score would be. Maybe 50 or something.
I think Virtue would beat Finkelstein, honestly. So
Oh, look, when I played video games, it was a ball going back and forth on the screen, okay?
Yes, I agree.
So you're old then. You're an old man.
Gotta love Pong, baby. Absolutely.
All right, Jeff, go ahead and give us your plugs. I know you
Twitter.com/_Jeff Meacham. Instagram's the same thing. And, of course, you can find me each and every week on NoDQ.com. This week, Thursday or Friday, Talk Wrestling with the one and only Robbie E.
And Wrestling Trivia Challenge coming up soon, so that's going to be
That's right. Either Friday or Saturday against, what's his name, Steven Steps?
Yes.
Something like that. Good luck, buddy.
Well, you might remember his name if he takes your title.
Yeah, I won't remember his name. It's okay.
Well, we'll see what happens. Anything can happen on Wrestling Trivia Challenge.
We've proven that over the weeks, haven't we?
Absolutely. All right, Finkelstein, go ahead and wrap up this video. Give us your plugs, buddy.
Just follow me on Twitter. Shoot, what's my Twitter? At EGW_LBF. I'm on Twitter. I'm not on there that often, but follow me anyway. Because if you tweet me, I'll reply. It might not be polite, but I'll reply.
There you go. A guaranteed reply from Mr. Louis B. Finkelstein. If you tweet him. Tweet him your hate mail. Direct all hate mail for this video to whatever that Twitter account handle was. All right,
whatever it was.
So on that note, we will wrap this thing up. Thank you all for being on the panel, and thank everyone watching at home. I appreciate the feedback and support. We will see you guys next time for another edition of the No DQ panel, or whatever we're calling this, our predictions, reviews, whatever. We will see you guys next time.